listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your picture from our government.
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education as a government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. Make security camp and that other camp, Togo camp, no compensate everybody.
Sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point as more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. With too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after stories, earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
Here we are in the Rabbitry of the African Center for Community and Development. We are strategizing to improve on species that are meat-giving varieties in order to increase the number of people who can have access to proteins and incidentally step up their resilience to diseases and improve their well-being and their capacity to work and to contribute to the gross domestic product of Cameroon. Yes, a rabbit munching on a carrot stick. It's a favorite. And we also provide them with potato leaves, which we harvest in the bags that we have grown them, as well as from the wild. Like now, maybe Valentine can show the amount of potatoes leaves, and even though our goats here also like it, they are meant for the rabbits. Rabbits are fast breeders, hence the reason why we think they should be kept, both as exotic species and also for meat. But they need a lot of care, and so we must strategize on what we provide for them as food, and also take care of them if we are observing any traces of diseases in the rabbitry. In this case, the rabbits are mostly not related, to avoid consanguinity, issues of consanguinity that can impact on the outcome of their kids when they are crossed. It has to be a system of careful planning in order to keep the species not related to one another. And here is our consultant in agriculture, Mr. Ayuk Moses. What is supposed to be done when you are taking care of a rabbit? What advice can you give?
Les conseils qu'elle peut donner, c'est pour que la maison de lapin soit propre et que bon, il faut nettoyer de temps en temps. S'ils ont une maladie comme la dysenterie, il faut du coup intervenir. Sans ça, tu dois les perdre. Et dès qu'ils ont 6 mois, tu dois les croiser, le mâle et la femelle, parce que tu veux beaucoup d'enfants. Merci.
Et comment on fait pour les croiser? On porte...
Pour les croiser, la femelle, vous prenez la femelle pour aller trouver le mâle. Ce n'est pas le mâle qui va trouver la femelle. Merci.
Okay. So as you just gathered, the rabbitry has to be properly kept, and that when you observe any diseases like diarrhea or otherwise, you should rapidly intervene in order that the rabbits can stay healthy. The advice is also that when they are 6 months, they are ripe for crossing, and it is the female that you take to the cell of the male and not vice versa, to guarantee that mating is effective, or that the man can perform or the male can perform.
When I tell you you are good, don't tell anyone.
Then we have the munching on potato leaves. It's a delicacy for them. They have variety. As you can see, maize mixed with a couple of other supplements as well. Keeping them healthy and not too fatty is also very vital for their health, as if they are too fatty, it is very difficult for them to carry out reproduction effectively. And the way we have placed the wood boards under gives enough allowance for their urine to seep down in order that we can easily clean the place, and it keeps them neat, attractive and healthy, and it keeps their house or cell dry, which is a vital aspect for their survival. It is expected that knowledge about these things will be vulgarized and capacities will be built in this part of Africa in order that more users will come into this industry, and that people will not be affected by their traditional preferences or by taboos not to farm rabbits. With this, it is going to be possible for more users to come into the fold of what is normally their heritage. And it can be done with good farming, as we have here. In a holistic manner, it is usually very possible that farmers can strategize on more species within a given space, and in that, it is possible that they can also sell year-round depending on the reproductive biology of the animals that they are growing. The interesting thing about potatoes and potato leaves is that the rabbits eat the leaves, the stem, as well as the roots, just like in the wild. And it is very necessary to provide them with some of the things that are in nature in order that they can live in captivity almost as though they are in nature. And their cages need to have some space in order to prevent cramming, especially when they are mature, and also to give the males and females a sense of ownership of the space in which they grow. that's Blackie. Blackie is trying to cross over. For what purpose, I did not know. We've used the container of baby milk to put water here. Our intention is to use a container that has both the weight and the size that the rabbit can drink from and will not be able to spill the water. If you use a container that's light, it might easily just push it and for it to fall. But also, it is a way of recycling, as these things generally are left to degrade lands that are normally arable lands in Africa. In the jiffy, we have to be thinking about more space, as these guys are rapid breeders by their own rights. So you can see our rabbits. They are very pretty, nice rabbits here at the African Center for Community and Development, and we are hoping that more rabbits are going to come here. We will provide some to the community and also try to train people on rabbit farming in order that knowledge about it is embedded in society. Thank you very much for watching People, Places and Events. It has been Arrey Ivo.
Thank you very much. And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic agencies as government college to Delhi and
go gather, destroy their food, make security camp, and that other camp, some more camp, compensate everybody.
Sometimes. Today I'm focusing on the style of Nation's flag, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancing.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. After some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.